I'm told this is supposed to be a random shoe from the crowd. I don't know if this is a WWE setup shoe where it has a a plastic lining. I don't think so. I try not to have conspiracy theories. That would wreck my life. I don't care if the CIA killed JFK, but if Tai Tuivasa has a plastic lining in his shoe, that would wreck my life and my understanding of what is good and decent in this world. So I hope that he's actually drinking real shoeies out of somebody's scumbag toe jam shoe. Anyway. Oh, Tai Tuivasa, UFC 269. Oh, God. It's Friday afternoon, and we are breaking down UFC Paris, Gane versus Tai Tuivasa, my favorite fighter. Guess who I'm going to be betting on this weekend? It's not good news. The shoey may come to an end, the shoey streak. We may not see Tai Tuivasa do a shoey this weekend, but we're going to try to make you some money anyway. I'm Chris from Equity Sports Analytics, and we are breaking down UFC Paris. We have 4 best bets for you that are going to make you money on tomorrow's card. It's an early one. It starts at noon. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, we had a week off with UFC, had a rare week off. 2 weeks ago, we went 1-4 on our video, the worst video we've ever done. We're going to bounce back, but that kind of stuff doesn't matter, right? We plan for the long term. We keep our unit sizes small. Worst performance of ever for a video that we've had. Now we're going to try to do better. Let's get into the fights here. We have our first fight, Christian Quinones versus Khalid Taha. We're going to take the under. Fight doesn't go to decision here. So let's see here. 72% of these guys, both of these guys' professional fights have not gone to decision. We have a contrast of styles. We have Quinones, well, they're both strikers, but we have Quinones, who's a lighter punching, more finesse guy, and Taha, who's a bit of a brute, a bruiser. He's a power puncher. Both of these guys need to impress the UFC. Quinones, this is his first fight in the UFC. And then Taha is on a 2-fight losing streak, so he needs to impress Dana White to keep his job. We think that this is going to be a competitive striking match with a finish. 72% of their fights have not gone to decision. We just need the implied odds for not go to decision. We just need to hit that 44% of the time to make that valuable for us. We are getting 2.25 as far as our price tag on this. So we are laying 1.5 units to win 1.88. Fight doesn't go to decision. That's our first pick, Taha versus Quinones. Second fight of the night, we have Charles Jourdain versus Nathaniel Wood. What a great fight this is. Two primarily strikers. Nathaniel Wood, of course, is an upstart out of the UK, and always UK fighters are very popular in MMA. Charles Jourdain, he's the pride of Canada. He's an extremely exciting fighter. Jourdain actually has a better Instagram following than Nathaniel Wood, which surprised me. I'm always looking at those tertiary factors when it comes to numbers. With regards to this fight, 2 young, exciting fighters, we are going to pick the over 2.5. That's going to be our play. You can get that at 1.70 at William Hill. Now, we're laying 2.14 units to win 1.5. Overs in MMA are just a nightmare to pick here. We hate watching overs. Sometimes we'll turn the TV off. We watch most of the fights, but the overs, sometimes I'll just go for a coffee break or a beer break. There's no point always in watching overs. They're going to cut your lifespan short. You're going to get those little scratch bubbles that you get from scratch sores that you get from doing too much meth. Maybe it increases the size of the prostate, gives you all sorts of health problems. Don't watch overs when you bet overs. It's hard to bet. Some people just don't bet overs. There's a lot of equity in that because, of course, the intuitive thing is to bet unders. We're betting over 2.5. Two very exciting fighters. Now, this fight could end in the first 30 seconds. If Charles Jourdain wins with a spinning wheel kick or a back fist to Nathaniel Wood, everybody's going to go, "You're an idiot. How can you bet the over?" So overs also, when you don't hit them, they look silly and they make you question your discipline and your long-term betting structure. But keep all that in mind. We're taking the right play here. There's positive EV on the over 2.5. But if it doesn't hit, it's going to look silly. But we think this fight is going to go over about 63% of the time, and we're getting implied odds. We just have to have it go over about 54% of the time, 55% of the time to break even. Next fight, we have Alessio Di Chirico versus Roman Koppeloff. Alessio Di Chirico versus Roman Koppeloff is our third fight of the night. Our third best bet that's going to earn you money. Is this fight boring? Probably. Is this a good fight to bet on for making money? Yes, it is. So Di Chirico, he is 85% of the experts' picks. We document 20 experts on the internet. Some of them are passing, some of them are making a pick, some of them on either side. And so 85% of our experts are picking Di Chirico. He opened as a favorite, 1.67, or for you Americans, it's minus 150. So we looked on Instagram. Di Chirico has 3 times the followers of Koppeloff. So this means that he's more popular, and often you get more money put on you if you're more popular. He's more popular with the experts, so people putting down money. So he's getting more bets attracted to him. Yet the line, there's a massive reverse line movement. It's quite a bit like Jose Aldo and the fella he fought last week, the wrestler, Merab. And that was the one good thing that happened in our picks video last week, and that was very much against the grain with the public. We are picking Roman Koppeloff here. Di Chirico is by far the most popular fighter. He has a head kick knockout of Joaquin Buckley, who's a very popular fighter in the UFC. Joaquin Buckley, of course, has the most popular head kick knockout of all time over Impa Kasanage. So it's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon and head kick knockouts. Di Chirico has that popularity. Although he's not the most exciting fighter, he's popular because he did that. Koppeloff has no name brand. It's very boring. Only the nerds like us follow these guys. And so we're picking Koppeloff. This is a pick'em fight. We're basically risking 1.62 units to win 1.5. Otherwise, there's no reason to bet on this fight. There's no interest. And I have no breakdown for you as far as the fighters go. That's not my forte anyway. We are simply looking at the numbers. Everyone betting $500 is betting on Di Chirico. Everyone betting on Koppeloff. Sorry, everyone betting $50 is betting on Di Chirico. Everyone betting $500 is betting on Koppeloff. Also, the casinos are going head-to-head. They're getting tons of bets on Di Chirico, and they're moving the line in the opposite way. So Koppeloff is our play. Sorry, folks, I'm a little bit dopey here because I just got over food poisoning, and so I'm trying to keep my energy up as much as possible. So I'm not sure which is worse, you listening to me talk and struggle through my words, and that's more boring, or this fight. Either way, hopefully we can make money on this. Last fight of the night, we have Ciryl Gane, the great Ciryl Gane, who probably should be the champion this time around. A lot of people thought he beat Francis Ngannou. We had money on Ngannou, so we got a little bit lucky there. But Ciryl Gane, a lot of people thought the way MMA should be scored, that he won that fight 3-2 in rounds. But nonetheless, he is fighting Tuivasa. And Tai Tuivasa, of course, is my favorite fighter. We did a fight breakdown of him, I think, last December or November, where I did a shoey, and we love looking at pictures of him doing a shoey, and it's just a wonderful thing altogether. Tai Tuivasa, one of the most popular athletes in the world, one of the most popular athletes in MMA because of how exciting he is. If he wins, of course, someone tosses him a shoe. I'm told this is supposed to be a random shoe from the crowd. I don't know if this is a WWE setup shoe where it has a plastic lining. I don't think so. I try not to have conspiracy theories. That would wreck my life. I don't care if the CIA killed JFK, but if Tai Tuivasa has a plastic lining in his shoe, that would wreck my life and my understanding of what is good and decent in this world. So I hope that he's actually drinking real shoeys out of somebody's scumbag toe jam shoe. Anyway, we don't think that's going to happen. There's no fairy tales in MMA. I'm betting against my favorite fighter this weekend. We think Gane is going to win inside the distance. You can get that at 1.70. We are laying 2.14 units to win 1.5. Gane, with the implied odds, he's 87% likely to win this fight as far as the casinos. That's their raw odds. That's what they are predicting, that there's an 87% chance that Gane is going to win this fight. 59% of the time, he just has to win it inside the distance for us to break even. We think inside the distance is a major part of his win equity, and so that's the way we're going. Gane inside the distance. There's your 4 best bets for this Saturday's card. It's an early one, noon tomorrow. Enjoy UFC Paris, and always remember that friends don't let friends gamble without math. We will see you next week.